employees said they are concerned about weakened thinking skills. This was surprising. So we asked them, do you think the use of AI is weakening your thinking skills? And on a scale of 1 to 4, we got a 2, which means they think their skills are weakening. Brain rot. And I can say that for HR or for marketing. I need to create a marketing plan for this particular product. ChatGPT, and Claude, and Chat. Is that what we want? I'm not saying throw away the LLM. But extreme case here, you don't even know when to let go of the handshake or not. Or what is relevant in the marketing plan that ChatGPT gave you. It can be perfect. It can give you the 4 Ps. It can give you the profiles of your customer segments. It can give you the different segments. It's perfect from a formal or nominal checklist point of view. But is that relevant? Is that what the company needs? So we don't want to wake up one day that your middle managers suddenly have rose through the ranks just because of the LLM. That's a big problem. And that is what this addresses, protect against brain rot through critical inquiry of the LLM output. What is brain rot? So the technical term is cognitive debt, which means underdeveloped or atrophied critical thinking, memory, creativity, and independent thinking due to excessive and unmoderated mental offloading. Okay, I will not go through, we simply don't have time, I won't go through each and every item. Let me just say that when we talk about critical thinking, just to articulate what this is a little bit more, because we use the term so often. The ability to evaluate information. So when somebody comes up to us proposing a plan and says, oh, this is a fact, and therefore the conclusion is this. Do we walk away with that and say yes? Or do you question, well, I can get different facts that may mean different things. So I can have fact A that contradicts fact B. And they say, oh, we have data. Is the data representative of the population you're trying to understand? Just because it's data doesn't mean that's data representative of what you're trying to understand. Okay? So, being able to evaluate that information. Formulate arguments and draw conclusions. So, typical problem on the second bullet point is people see a correlation, they start to conclude it's causal. They see A and B together, they start thinking that A is causing B. But it could be B causing A, or it could be random, ibig sabihin, natsambahan lang. And they make conclusions. Okay, that's another problem. And you also have biases. Meaning just because the boss says it doesn't mean it's correct. And some bosses just talk too much. Okay. Memory and mental models. One of the challenges with summaries from ChatGPT is that we do not engage enough with it, with the material. What does that mean? That means we do not end up storing stuff and incorporating that into our mental model. A mental model is a way of explaining the world. So a mental model could be supply and demand. So we understand supply and demand. If supply is low, prices will go up, right? So if I see prices in the market going up, I know where to look. I don't go, ChatGPT, can you explain? Another thing we just learned is the idea of complementarity with the value of the AI skill. That's another thing, because I understood it and I engaged with the research, I now incorporate that into my mental model. And when I evaluate the salary, it's not just supply and demand, it's also now complementarity. So, that mental model gets developed as you use memory. When we keep using ChatGPT without exercising memory, our mental models do not develop. And that's a bad thing. Why? Again, I said earlier, how are you going to gain expert intuition without the development? You do not want middle managers coming into that level that do not have that skill. Okay? Okay. Here are just some questions that you can use when you do critical inquiry. What assumptions is this answer making? What data would change this recommendation? What's the strongest opposing argument, etc., etc. Okay? I just don't have more time, but it's okay. Employees said they are concerned about weekend thinking skills. This was surprising. So we asked them, do you think the use of AI is weakening your thinking skills? And on a scale of 1 to 4, we got a 2, which means they think their skills are weakening. So make it a standard practice for employees to question and check AI outputs, especially for complex decisions. And I will leave you with this. Automate the predictable, upskill the unpredictable, and sharpen human judgment. I hope you enjoyed the BS. Maraming salamat po.